Hey guys, it's Lisa. I'm gonna do a video which I've been meaning to do for a while now. And sorry about the video quality. This is so much faster to use this little webcam that my sister gave me because she got a Mac Pro laptop with a nicer webcam. But it's so much faster for me to upload videos. My other camera, it takes forever. So for a little while I'm gonna be doing it this way, and then I'm hoping I can get a nicer webcam. Anyway. So that's why it's like grainy footage. Anyway, so I've been meaning to do this video. I've been wanting to compare philosophies to retinol and the retinol product that they have and the retinoid product that they have. So I've used both. I actually started using, I got the Miracle Worker kit and I started using the Miracle Worker retinoid pads first. Then I did like them. I saw a change on my skin. The only thing is because they're the pads, like they don't, and you have to open the container up, they don't last very long. You have to use them up within 60 days. Well, I wasn't always good at using them every single night. I did like how they kept my skin clear. It helped soften a little bit of the fine lines that I have and helped a little bit of discoloration that I had here. Some of my darker spots that I have here, which you can't see on this webcam, but in the mirror I can see them. It didn't really do much to lighten these, but at least in through here I did get a little bit of lightening of like the pigmentation. So you can't really change freckles from what I've read and such, but if you have pigmentation like that is developed from the sun, you can help lighten that. But which I know freckles are pigmentation, but I think like the little freckles that I've had since I was like 5 years old, I don't think I can do anything to make those go away. So anyway, I used up the pads. They did start smelling a little weird, and I think it's because I didn't use them up within the time that they were supposed to be used up. I asked the girl at the philosophy counter if they're why do they have to use them up in if I said 6 months earlier, that is not right. I meant 60 days. 60 days. I think I said 6 months earlier. I'm not sure. That's not right. It's 60 days. So I didn't use them up within 60 days, and I asked her, and she said, well, the worst thing is really that it kind of loses its potency, so it's not quite as strong. And that may be the fact, too, with this, the Help Me. Ooh. Wow. You can't see that at all. There, kind of. Yeah, so when those ran out, I thought, well, you know, I've always have read such great reviews on the Help Me. This camera's totally opposite of what you'd think it'd be. So I thought, since it's a little bit cheaper, I'll give it a try. I figure I'm already kind of used to a retinoid because I've been using it. So that's my only thing that I'm not going to be able to tell you like about the difference between the pads and this. Really is about like sensitivity, because, and maybe a kind of, because this is supposed to not necessarily be for sensitive skin as much as the retinoid pads are, the Miracle Worker pads. Those are supposed to be like a retinol for people who have really sensitive skin, or somebody who wants like a powerful, like a retinoid is supposed to be a retinol on steroids, according to Christina Carlino when she's on QVC. So after I used those up, I thought, what the heck, I'm going to try the Help Me and see if I like it more, like it better, don't care. So I've been using this for a little while. Seriously, I apologize. This camera is ridiculous. If you can kind of see where I've kind of squeezed down the tube. So when I keep pressing it from the back to the front, I'm not going to squeeze it out because it's not nighttime, but I use about a pea size amount for my whole face. I especially like to use it. This stuff, I would say, is, and I'm going to try not to make this comparison video very long, but this stuff is definitely better and faster at clearing up any breakouts that you have. The other stuff is really good for smoothing your skin, discoloration, and I would say that this is too. But what I like better about this is that it has that extra added oomph of clearing up your skin. I find a faster effect actually with this, the Help Me Retinol Night Treatment, than I do with the Miracle Worker pads when it comes to just the overall effectiveness that these two products are supposed to do, which is like smooth your skin, even your skin tone. And because it's a retinol, which was originally made for acne treatment, and then they found out, oh wow, all these acne treatment patients using retinol have great skin. Let's start using it as an anti-aging ingredient. It it does a really good job of keeping my skin clear. So for the past few years, I haven't had a huge problem with breakouts, but when I get them, I feel like they're those kind of deep, like kind of almost like painful ones that take forever to get rid of. So when I start getting one, I put this on. I put this on almost every night, except for since I've been using that Kiehl stuff for the past week, I haven't been using this. But this stuff clears up a breakout like almost overnight. It's amazing. So, oh, about the sensitivity, I have not noticed, and I don't know how accurate my review and comparison will be just because I started using the retinoid pads first, but I have not experienced any sensitivity with this. I do make sure I wear a sunscreen every day, so I haven't had a chance to really realize if this one makes me more sensitive to the sun versus the other one. But I haven't noticed like any red flakiness. I haven't noticed any irritation. This is usually where I get sensitive. So as far as this being more irritating, I haven't experienced that. I like that it's cheaper. I've used it quite a bit, and I've only used, like, here's the end of the tube, about like that much. So I don't think that I go through this any faster than the pads, or the pads any faster than this. I guess it boils down to personal preference. Everybody's skin can be a little bit different. For me, though, having used both the products, I don't see that huge of a difference where I need to spend the extra money to get the Miracle Worker pads. Unless you are sensitive enough that you need the retinoid pads made for more sensitive skin, then those might be beneficial for you. But otherwise, if your skin is pretty tough or you've already been using a retinol product, I would say give this a try first and see how you like it. Sephora has a great return policy. The store, one of the department stores that I can get Philosophy at has a great return policy. So if you start trying it and you don't like it, it's your hard-earned money to take it back. I've taken things back to Walgreens, CVS, Sephora. I mean, if it's something that I can return, and I don't return a ton of stuff, like a ton of stuff, but if I don't like it, I take it back. I'm not going to waste a product, and I'm not going to, well, I guess they throw it away, which I feel bad about, but I'm not going to waste my money on something that doesn't work for me. So if I didn't like this, I would have taken it back and gotten the retinoid pads instead, but this is working great for me, and I'm going to stick to it for now. Let me see if there's anything else I can tell you that compares. The retinoid pads, I did kind of pull up to this area. So not like right up to my eye, but I did kind of use them a little bit close to my under eye area, and I didn't notice any irritation. I'm kind of scared to pull this like heavier cream up closer to my eye because I just use my eye cream. So it's not like I had the retinoid pad like on that sensitive thin skin. It was more like, I'm trying to show, as you can see, it was more like in here. So I'm trying to like show that I'm not getting like super close. But I kind of worked my way up to building the pads, you know, closer to there. But I'm trying to prevent those fine lines or the discoloration that I kind of get in through here. So I used all the retinoid pads. I've been using this for a while, so I feel like I've been using both long enough that I can kind of give, you know, like a good enough comparison. The only thing that I feel bad about is that, like, since I was using one after the other, I don't know really if I would have gotten sensitive with this one if I had started with this one or not. So that would be my suggestion, is like, if you know you're sensitive, you might want to skip this one. I can tell that this one seems stronger, but it may just be because it's not made for sensitive skin. So the other one they keep saying is stronger and like better than this one, but my results with it have been that I like this one better. So I just been wanting to put a comparison out there because I've used both products. I've noticed that in their skin sets, their skincare sets that they sell, they have been starting to include this in all of them. So they are really pushing a retinoid product in their skincare routine, which is great. I mean, it's one of the most researched and known to be effective, I guess, like skincare anti-aging ingredients. So if you're not using a retinol, I would suggest starting, or a retinoid, whatever. You can work into it every other day, once or a few times a week, but since it is like one of the proven things, I would recommend trying it. And Philosophy has great skincare in general. They're good, like gentle on your skin, but since I'm doing this comparison, you can kind of maybe see where is a good starting point for you. So now that I'm reaching 10 minutes, I'm going to say goodbye, and hopefully this is helpful for you guys, because when I was first looking at starting a retinol, I really wasn't entirely sure which way would be better for me, and if you have questions, please ask me, because you should be using a retinol. So thanks for watching, guys. Bye.